Hey everyone, it's Jules Mock back again with another video. Well, I guess it's not mock anymore. Mm, Hi everyone, it's so good to be back. It's been so long since I posted a video. I think my last video was a Q&A I did with my fiance. Spoiler alert, not my fiance anymore. Um, so we recently got married, through kind of like a small court chapel wedding, on July 3rd. Mostly because we were just ready to be married already, and honestly, it was also because we had already got our apartment, which is where I'm currently in right now. And I was just so ready to move in with him and spend my life with him, but I couldn't do that unless we were married. So we had decided to go ahead and just get married. I mean, we're still having our bigger wedding in December, basically renewing our vows to our entire friends and family, so that's great. So anyways, today's video, I'm kind of just going to be talking about like what's been going on in my life currently and just answering some questions I've gotten from certain people. Let me just close out. So the first question was, why did you get married so young? So, personally, I got married at 19 because I was just ready. Like nothing can really prepare you for marriage. It's just something you kind of dive into. But I was ready to share my life with Zion because he's my best friend. He's my soulmate. He's my partner. We've been together since high school, and we just always had this really great connection. He makes me so happy. And he's literally like he's my best friend. There's no one else I would rather be with. And although marriage is not a picnic, I can tell you that right now. I mean, we've had our ups and downs, and we've only been married for almost 3 months, but it's just getting used to living with each other, getting used to being together as more than just a little couple. You're husband and wife. That's a greater commitment than you can ever think of. Not to discourage anyone from ever thinking, oh, should I get married, in general, but like it's truly a blessing to be married, because well, in my views, you're entering a covenant with your husband and with the Lord. It's like something much more beautiful and greater than anyone could ever imagine. And like I said, marriage has its ups and downs, but it is truly a blessing to be able to wake up every day with that one person that just makes you happy and makes you smile and cry and angry, gives you all those emotions. But yeah, it's it's great, and I was just ready. Um, I was like, hey, yeah, I want to get married. There's no one else I'd rather be with, and why wait? I feel like when there's no point of waiting. Yes, I could have waited a couple more years, but it is what it is. Like this is what God intended for me. He had a plan for me, and this was it. So yeah, that's pretty much why I got married already. Which, like I said, it's been great. Like I said, ups and downs, but it's truly been great. Oh, there's my hair grew. Okay, next question. Um, how do you deal with a long distance relationship? So, this is kind of referring back to when Zion was in boot camp in ITB. Now, sorry. Now the reason it was hard was because we couldn't communicate. Well, I mean, like when I mean communicate, like we couldn't talk on the phone, we couldn't text because back when he was in boot camp, he didn't have his phone, so we only talked through letters. And the sucky thing about letters is that they take a while to get to their destination. Like If I wrote one for him, it took about 2 weeks for him to get it, which was really, really rough. Like, you have to have patience for one thing. And it's crazy because I have no patience. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I have zero patience. Like, that is my biggest struggle is patience. If Zion was here right now, he would tell you I don't have patience. But I managed to have patience whenever he was away. Now, it was not easy because you have to learn, hey, he's not gonna be able to respond to your letter as quick as you would want, or you won't be able to see them for a certain amount of months. It is hard. And it's a little like a bit, it's bittersweet because it's bitter because you're away from the person you love and you're just like, oh my God, how am I gonna how am I gonna live my life without being able to see them or talk to them? It's hard. It truly is. But I feel like if you truly love that person, if you're really committed to them, and if you have patience, the wait's going to be worth it. It's going to be worthwhile because I think that sort of separation is like a test. It's a test to see how much you truly love each other and how committed you are to that person. And I think that's how we also knew we were ready, like we wanted to get married because if we were willing to have such a close bond still and be super in love with each other while he was away, um, then being together every day was just gonna amplify that. We were gonna knew, oh yeah, this is it. Because I feel like I said, like I feel like that's a test, to see if you truly love and you're committed to that person. And I feel like if you can go through that, if you can go through separation, if you can go through the distance, then you can go through anything. Because distance is hard. Like a lot of people would not recommend long distance, and even I sometimes like if you are not willing, if you're not ready to make that sort of commitment, do not do a long distance because I promise you, it is painful. It's very painful to be away from that person that you love and care for, and not being able to see them or talk to them as often as you would like. So, um, like I said, it's a test. So, if you're not ready for that kind of test, not ready for that kind of commitment, don't do it. But if you are, if you're willing to go the distance, if you're really to really wait for that person, and if you can survive that, you can survive anything. So, yeah, that's honestly my opinion when it comes to long distance. Like, how do you survive it? You're still there for that person. You still love that person, even if they're miles and miles away, even if you can't see them or talk to them as often or only respond through letters. And then it's another thing with distance is also trust. You have to trust that wherever they are, wherever you are, you still only have eyes for them. Your heart still only belongs to them because you never know what they can be doing while you're in one place and they're in the other. They can be flirting or talking to some other female, or you can be talking to some other guy. Um, So it's really about trust as well. Like, do you trust this person enough? Do you love this person enough to know that they are waiting for you, that they are loving you, and they're staying loyal to you while the other's away? Um, Her question was, has my husband been deployed? No, he has luckily not been deployed yet, which I am extremely happy about. You know, God's good grace that He has not left me just yet. But it's still always a possibility that it can happen. And luckily, well, not the only good thing, but the good thing about being his wife now is that wherever he goes, I go. Of course, that's really also gonna change once his contract ends and he decides to change to active duty. So when it comes to active duty, he's gonna get transferred or placed into any base anywhere. It could be here in the United States or it could be in Europe. You know, that'd be cool though. I'm hoping Hawaii, but anyways, it really, yeah, he can be placed anywhere, and I would be living on that base with him. Now, if he gets deployed, which means if he has to go somewhere like, I don't know, Afghanistan, and we're stationed in Hawaii, I will not be able to see him. I will get to stay on that base in Hawaii with our family, or if God bless, I have kids then. Um, and I'm just gonna have to be waiting for him, you know. And like I said, like it's not something we haven't already gone through the distance. I'm sure it'll be a little harder because the destination's definitely different. And but I don't like to think about it just yet because like it hasn't happened yet. And I'm sure when it does happen, you know, we'll have that conversation and we'll talk about it. But there's the only one of the good things is that now I am his wife. You know, I'm here for him. I'm he always says I'm his anchor because, you know, I'm gonna be the one to support him, keep him sane throughout any of the trials he has to go through while he's in the military. So, but we'll see what happens when that day occurs. So, but hopefully not for a while. Next question. Um, so one says marriage update. Even though I kind of already spoke about that, but I guess another thing I can say about my marriage so far, it's been good. Well, yeah, it's been good. You know, I can tell you this, it's definitely a really big adjustment because you're learning to live with that person. Because it's one thing when y'all been dating for so long and y'all got to see each other and everything like that, and but when you're living with that person, you find out all of their quirks, all of their little flaws, anything that can even get on your nerves a little bit. It's insane, but in the best way as well, because you just learn to love that person despite of all their flaws. And that's one thing I'm truly learning is just to have patience to love him despite all his flaws, because I know he can get on my nerves and I can get on his nerves. But you know, that's just what being a wife and a husband's about. You know, you love that person despite everything, and you put them before yourself. You put their needs before you. You put their emotions before your emotions. However you feel, like it's you put them before everything. You know, like, and that's like kind of like a sacrifice as well. It's like you're sacrificing your own needs for theirs, and that's truly love right there because you're willing to do anything to just make them happy, to make them joyful, and even to get a smile on their face, you know. I definitely we've had our fights. Don't get me wrong. We have had our arguments, our fights, which is what we've been working on, you know. It's we've been doing even marriage classes because we know that we're still new. We're still new to our marriage. It's fresh and you know, we just have to learn how to deal with stuff like communication and conflicts, not having so much expectations on each other because expectations is not something you want in your marriage because it's just gonna bring like a sort of disappointment, and that's a hard thing I had to learn for myself. But I'm glad that we're doing what we're doing, that we're learning, and that we're thriving. Like I said, we've had our ups and downs, but we're still doing what we intended to do, especially with God. And I just can only hope that we continue to thrive and we continue to do well and we can continue to have God in the middle of our marriage, and just grow as a family of Christ. So, yeah, that's my biggest thing when it comes to our marriage and how it's been going so far. Oh, for those of you who do not know, we got a puppy. Well, now he's a little bit bigger, but yes, we got our puppy, and I can call him right now. Barry, here, Barry. I don't think he wants to come. It's fine. But yeah. And for you guys who don't know why we named him Barry, me and Zion are giant fans of The Flash. And we named him after Barry Allen. The Flash. Which is actually a very accurate name for a puppy because he has the zoomies a lot. And he runs pretty fast for a puppy. He's only 4 months old, but he's pretty big. And he's going to get only bigger. He's a Husky German Shepherd mix, which is super cute. I love my doggy to death. Zion loves him more though because that he's just always been a dog person. He loves his doggies. Um, and she's just always had a connection with dogs. Like that dog, Barry loves his dad more than me. I'm gonna be straight up. He loves him more than me. Big time. And the last thing I had was how's college going? Oh boy. So I am not gonna lie to you. College has been a little bit of a struggle for me. Not because, well, no. It's because everything is online now. And not that I'm not used to that because I did that last year because of spring break, because of this whole COVID situation, which let me tell you has put so much of a damper in so many things. But it's a lot harder. I'm not gonna lie. It is so much harder than I thought. And it's just, staying focused because it's hard to stay focused when you're at home doing schoolwork. When you're in class, it's a different story. You have to pay attention to the lectures and all that. And unfortunately for me, that's not the case. It's a little hard, but I'm still going. And I'm just trying my very best. I'm on my second year of college now, and I really just want to succeed. I want to do well and get my degree. It's still nursing, of course, but I don't know. Like, I'm gonna be honest, guys. I don't know where I see myself right now. Like, nursing is a great career, and I hope that is still the path that the Lord wants me to take. But I don't know. Right now, everything just seems a little wonky. But I'm still doing this because it's a good career, and I just gotta see where everything takes me. At the end of the day, I'm going to work hard. I'm going to do what I can do, and just see where life takes me. If this is what the Lord intended me to do, hey, I'm gonna be a nurse. If it's not what He intended me to do, then I'm sure I'll find another path. But as of right now, I'm just going through the basics, doing what I can do, and just keep on doing it, which is all I can really ask for. I think he's coming. Y'all see him? Hurry, come here. Come on, bud. I'm gonna show y'all my dog. Guys, this is Barry. Say hi, Barry. Barry, say hi. Oh yeah. This is Barry. He's a little knucklehead. He's a sweet dog. He's very playful. He likes to bite a lot. He's going through his biting stage, like his chewing up everything stage. Sucks. Plus, he's shedding a lot. I see fur everywhere now. It's okay. You'll get your sweet puppy. Isn't he cute? He's a very cute. Yawn. What you been up to, huh? We got him for a very good price too. We got him when he was just a little baby puppy, fit in the palm of our hands. He was that tiny, and now look at him. He's huge, and he's only gonna get bigger. Right, bud? Right, bud? I think he's camera shy. Well, I hope I was able to answer everyone's questions and so you guys get a feel and an update of how my life is going. And I will continue to try to post more videos, especially with my husband as well later on. You just comment down below. Let me know if there's anything you'd want to know or you want me to catch up on or any kind of video suggestions you guys have. So thank you guys for all watching. Love y'all, and stay safe, stay with your families. And I'm just gonna pray that everyone's safe, sound, happy, healthy. So yeah, bye everyone.